For 6 months, we have been traveling this country in search of the answers to the questions we're all asking. Are we spending so much time on our screens it's undermining our families, our children, our relationships, even changing our brains? Let's start with this fact. 49 days every year. That's how much time adults spend looking down just at our mobile screens. And that's a month and a half each year of our lives. Parents across the country told us they feel they're in a crisis with their kids.
When time comes to tell them to stop.
My daughter, she's 3. All she does is swipe, swipe, swipe.
We need help. Parents need help.
And kids have something they want to say to grown-ups.
Zach, how do you feel when mom and dad are on their cell phones?
Irritated.
So a few months ago, we sent out a message asking all of you to tell us what you're feeling about this new world. And is there a struggle inside your home? One of the messages that came back to us was this one from a family asking for help. So we head to the Midwest and arrive at the house where this family has agreed to let us install 6 cameras and software to keep track of their time on devices over the course of about 30 hours on a weekend. And here they are, that family who agreed to open their lives to do something brave in case it can help your life too. She's an executive at a large global manufacturer, Dad a financial advisor. They have 4 children, 1 at college, 3 at home. So we're rolling on Friday as school is over. The youngest child, 12-year-old Johnny, puts on his headphones and gets ready to spend the rest of the afternoon locked into the video game Fortnite. He tells our camera he agreed with his mom. He wants to spend more family time.
I said, our family needs help because we really don't know what we're doing. Sometimes it gets, really, it's confusing, I guess.
This is 15-year-old Carson arriving home. He's a 2-sport athlete at school and at home, 2 screens at once, Snapchat and video games. His older sister, Kristen, athlete, good student, sits on the sofa with her Snapchat, then scrolls Instagram. Dad, who works from home, is on his computer too. At 6:30, Mom finally arrives home after her 11-hour day at her high-pressure job, exhausted, happy to hug the kids. And over Dad's tacos at dinner, Mom decides to talk about talking.
The reality of this is that you guys are on your devices almost all the time, and we don't have a chance to talk.
Kristen says she needs the time to have friends.
I wouldn't have friends if it wasn't for Snapchat and Instagram.
There you go.
Michelle says over the years she tried to set limits, but it always rolled back, and she's pretty much given up.
Hey! What?
Our cameras keep rolling on Saturday. And later, when we sit down to scroll through the 30 hours of tape from our stay,
Here we are, Johnny's basketball game.
we see what it's like when the family makes a trip to the middle school basketball game, or plays cards for about an hour, or the loving kids have such a good time, which makes it striking when we also see scenes like this, eyes fixed on screens for hour after hour. Scenes in which nothing seems to move except a scrolling finger and their little dog. So we asked the family to gather with us around the table for a kind of tally. We start with Johnny. During the day and a half we were there, he was nearly 12 hours on screens, 7 of them video games.
Johnny.
Carson, even longer, 14 hours.
We need an intervention.
Okay, Johnny's on his device right now.
Johnny.
And Kristen is stunned to learn she's been on 12 and a half hours.
Kristen!
The parents, 5 hours each of social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So we asked the renowned Guttman Institute, which has been helping families for more than 20 years, to watch the tapes too and give this family some steps, some guidance toward the change they had told us they wanted. Therapists Carrie Cole and Don Cole, husband and wife, have counseled families for 25 years.
So how do we embrace it as a thing that enhances our families rather than takes away from them?
2 of the kids wander in to say hello and get a kind of teaching moment about family conversations and asking something other than the usual questions.
So would it feel different if you said, what's the best thing that happened to you today?
It'd get my mind thinking back on the day.
It's a good idea.
So now the family is ready for step one, have a family meeting. A second step, Dad Todd suggested planning a family adventure, maybe hiking through the Cuyahoga Valley National Park.
Hi, Diane.
2 weeks ago, I checked in to see how it was going.
We've made a lot of improvements. I have been hanging out with my siblings and my parents a lot more.
I think we were just more conscious about it. I think it's not like it's an instantaneous revolution. It's, you know, there's still times when, you know, any bad habits are hard to break.
So Johnny, how are you doing on the video game front?
Decent. Kind of, sort of.
He's still playing video games, but they did have one great conversation.
And we talked about, you had your whole life planned out. But it was just, we would have never had that conversation if we would have all been staring at our phones, right?
Yeah.
But maybe the biggest success they've had so far has been on step 3. Use social media, but use it to connect with each other about your day.
Everyone loves my mom. All my friends love my mom. So when they see that I got a Snapchat from her, everyone kind of gathers around my phone and
So I get to like participate in her school day.
He's gonna show you a few moves.
Okay, I want to see these.
They may not go in.
There you go.
Nicely done. Looking at this, I thought this is kind of like life when you're trying to change. You won't sink every shot, but if you miss, decide to start again.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.